Let's go, man. We here live and in living color, man. We coming off the heels of Royal Rumble weekend. A lot of crazy things to get to today. We got to talk about the Royal Rumble and the Royal Rumble winners. Also, the controversy spilling over on X, aka Twitter. We got some people calling for an all women's pay per view again. Some people don't believe John Cena should break, the 16-time world championship record. We got our monthly power rankings. We got Raw reviews, man. So let's get straight into it. The Royal Rumble took place in Indianapolis, Indiana. It was lit, man. The stars were out. Kai Cenat, I Show Speed. We'll get to that. Tyrese
Oh,
Halliburton, O'Shea Jackson. Man, it was a lot, man. So from a from that perspective, how you feel the Royal Rumble went as far as like being star studded and hyped and all that.
the Royal Rumble was a show stealer, man. That card probably perfect from top to bottom. I don't care what nobody say. Like that. That's arguably like honestly, if you want me to be like, if you want like me to be real about it, that's arguably like one of the greatest Royal Rumbles that I've seen. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
that's up
Mm.
there. That's up there. Definitely up there.
Man, let's kick it off with the women's Royal Rumble. We had, returns, we had some debuts, we had some interesting moments going down. Returns Alexa Bliss, Nikki Bella. We had Jordan Grace in the Rumble. Um, we had, bras popping off. We had Bianca Belair laughing in the corner as she was getting stumped into Naomi's chest. Now we had a lot going on in the women's Royal Rumble, but ultimately it was Charlotte who came out with the W, man. So, what was your take on that? Charlotte coming back and winning the whole thing.
I mean, look, I honestly think that there was like if I'm being real, there was more of like there was honestly more of like deserving like competitors in that Royal Rumble that actually deserved to win that match over
Yeah,
Charlotte Flair. Hell, I would even like to see Nia Jax win the Royal Rumble. Like, you know what I mean? It was even like at that point because there was a story going into that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble. I guess we gotta wait and see if it's the right call. But according to the IWC, that was nowhere near the right call. And honestly, when we get into it about Monday Night Raw, the fans in attendance let them know that that wasn't a good call. So I mean,
man, it's tough, man. Shout out Charlotte Flair being a soldier. We will dive more in depth, but going through all she going through with the injuries, with the you know personal issues on the side, man. Her coming back, winning the thing. It's cool to see. Now, I agree with you. She probably wouldn't have been my pick to win that Rumble. I was, more so looking forward to Io Sky possibly winning. And then also, I'm not gonna lie, when Jordan Grace made her debut, or like not really debut, but when she returned and like she's now a WWE superstar now, I was like, man, I could really see Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Like I'm really could buy into
mm,
that. Obviously, it's been reported that she's going to start off in NXT, so we won't be getting that for a while. But what did you think of like the layout of the women's Royal Rumble overall, as far as like Nikki Bella being number 30? We didn't get AJ Lee. Trish Stratus was in the Rumble. You know what was?
oh yeah. The star power that was in that Royal Rumble, that look, that was honestly like that was like one of the most like decent Royal Rumble like layouts for like a women's match, for like a women's Royal Rumble match since honestly since it started. Am I right?
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? So like honestly, you really couldn't ask for more. But like I said, the winner, little questionable. Not gonna say it wasn't the wrong, I'm not gonna say it was the wrong or right call, but it was a little questionable. But I mean, yeah, if they honestly if they keep this up, bro, the Royal Rumbles are only gonna keep cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking.
Yeah. I mean, I really feel like, the women showed out. And that prompted, before the event even happened, Bailey was doing an interview in which she stated that she would actually like to see Evolution 2. Of course, Evolution was the first ever all women's PLE. Um, and I'm pulling up the quote from Bailey right now. So she's definitely thinking it's time. And I quote, that's even more opportunities for women's wrestling to be showcased. There's so much more to do. Now we have two more titles we can go after. I've been dying for an Evolution 2. I think now is the perfect time, bigger than ever. We have more girls than ever. We can have a freaking back-to-back two-night show if we wanted to, like WrestleMania. There's so many girls, so many at NXT. We get to do this TNA partnership. We got two new titles. What are we doing? Let's do it. And that was Bailey's words, man. Do you feel, you know, that she right in this? She justified for feeling this way?
Oh, 100%. I agree. They have enough. Like in this, and honestly, so the first Evolution was honestly under the Vince McMahon umbrella. So just imagine what Evolution 2 would be under Triple H or Paul Levesque's umbrella. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much. It's a whole lot that you could do. Because look at the roster on SmackDown, on Raw. Hell, the roster on NXT alone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? The women's roster, they killing it over there. So that's something that I can honestly see. Like that is like a realistic scenario right there. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they'll actually pull it off. But I ain't gonna lie, I could definitely see that happening either this year, like in the probably late fall, late or winter or whatever. I kind of see that happening, or probably even as early as summer.
No, I definitely agree. Now I don't know about no whole like two nights. I
Oh
wouldn't be
no, two
mad at it,
nights.
but I
I
feel
wouldn't
like,
be mad at 2 nights, but you would have to
but
tell a whole bunch of stories
that's what I'm
from
saying.
ranging from SmackDown, ranging from Raw, and then ranging from NXT. But see, now that Raw is kind of on this, oh, we're done, like whenever we're done, like schedule, where it's not always gonna be 3 hours, not always gonna be 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? So now you have to kind of go off of, okay, well, now we gotta make more stories. Now we gotta find a way to fit these stories in, you know?
Nah, definitely, man. So, what would be some dream matches you would want to see at a potential Evolution 2 that you could think of?
Hmm. If they do like if they treat it as like a Worlds Collide kind of deal, where they have like NXT versus like the main roster, I could see a lot of scenarios. I could see possibly Tiffany Stratton going against who could she go against? Jada Parker. I could see that happening. I could see honestly Nia Jax taking on uh see Nia Jax taking on like either a Last Legend or a Kalani Jordan,
Yeah, that would be.
or you can even pull the whole. You can make honestly the main event of that whole card, depending on who's holding the championship. You could have the whole Roxanne Perez versus Bailey ordeal, depending on where y'all put the show at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot you could do. You can even have tag matches, fatal four ways. Hell, you can even throw a battle royal in. I wouldn't be mad.
Nah, definitely. For me,
But the battle royal would have to mean something though. You have to at least get a trophy or something at the
or
end.
or a championship or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no
Definitely.
crown jewel championships though. No crown jewel championships. No sir.
It'll most likely be like that. But nah, for me, I would want to see Cora Jade versus Lita. I know that sounds crazy, but
Mm.
I would want to see that. As I said earlier, got to give Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley. Um, or you could do Zarya versus Rhea Ripley or Stephanie Vaquer versus Rhea Ripley.
Why
That
not just
would
do
be
a fatal
dope.
four way?
Could do that. But then I got another fatal four way. You know, we want to see who's the best Japanese women's wrestler. I want to see Asuka versus Kairi Sane versus Io versus Julia. You know, who really, the best one of them.
That
Uh,
would
that,
cook. That would
that
cook, bro. That would cook.
Bianca. Bianca Belair, Jada Parker. Come on now, like that's
See, this guy, the booker right here, bro. You know what I mean?
hey
This
man,
guy
I'm
right
not
here
a
is the
bookie,
booker,
man.
but like I said before on this pod, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, the OGs know we are not bookers around here. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. And one more, I don't think it would happen. It would have to be years until like, WWE would feel comfortable. But we gotta get that Charlotte Flair versus Tessa Blanchard off rip. Gotta get that. I'm just saying. I know they gonna hate me, but hey,
Oh man. Yeah,
man, but
yeah.
hey, but I'm with you, Bailey, on that one. I definitely want an evolution too. And but back to the Royal Rumble. The Street Profits showed up and cost the Motor City Machine Guns the tag titles. They also attacked DIY after this match. Now, granted, this wasn't the most hype, match of the evening, but how do you feel about, the Street Profits coming back, getting in the tag team picture, and the story they doing with that?
I'm surprised, believe it or not. I'm actually surprised that they're actually pulling, the trigger on this whole like heel persona of the Street Profits. I'm pretty sure now they are heels now.
Shoot, hopefully,
I
because
would
last
hope
time they
they're
were
heels.
supposed to be, but
Yeah, yeah, but then they had Bobby Lashley and stuff. But it's the thing though, like, like when that like faction, came into play, like people just couldn't help but cheer it. You know what I mean? Like they tried to boo it. We tried to boo it for a little while, but it's like
yeah,
they were still doing baby facish stuff. There was really no heelish stuff. They weren't cutting. They weren't coming out there every week doing no heelish promo. None of that. So of course you're gonna think, okay, let's just cheer them. That's gonna be the automatic. It's gonna just be the assumption. But now I kind of hope that this is like their second shot at trying to be heels because, bro, Montez Ford as a heel, Angelo Dawkins as a heel.
I can see it.
I would like to see something like that. You know what I mean? Give
No,
us
definitely.
give us what we were supposed to get when they paired him with Bobby Lashley.
No, that's a fact. But I still think just because of their aura, they still gonna get cheered no matter what. Like that's just I feel like people want to see like both of those guys break out so bad. Like they probably gonna get cheered no matter what. But I dig it, man. If it ends up with them getting the tag team titles back, as long as they don't lose it to the bloodline in 5 seconds, man, I'm with it.
Because you already know, man, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga,
Tama
man, they looking
Tonga.
for them championships again. Which they
Yeah.
should have never originally got them off of them in the first place, but they trying to get them again, man.
Man, speaking of two championships, we had the ladder match between Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. This intense rivalry, came down to one of these guys leaving Indianapolis, the champion, and that ended up being Cody Rhodes. They was going crazy in that ladder match. Sami Zayn was out there, and he didn't really do a lot of nothing, which I have a feeling, cost him in his future, but how you felt about that match? You being a professional wrestler, some of them bumps. I don't know. I don't know.
Kevin Owens. Look, Kevin Owens is and will forever be the MVP of that match.
Oh yeah, of course.
Bruh, the bumps he
He the
was
MVP of
taking,
this story to me.
dog, dude left it all out there in the ring, bro. He left it all out there with them bumps, bro. The dude was, man, look, the Alabama slam onto that ladder, the way he folded, bro.
Yeesh.
Mm. Shoot, how Booker T said, hmm. That's how I was feeling, man. But honestly, I was, what I mean, I was kind of hoping that Cody Rhodes was gonna pull the whole, Razor Ramon thing and throw the new championship on the floor and keep the Wing Eagle belt.
uh-huh.
That would have killed it right there, man. I would have been like, hey, he got it now. Cause that's the title that we going for now. But hey, I guess we keeping the new title still. So
Man, Triple H
unfortunately,
ain't
so
giving us
I'm
that one.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all, that y'all can't see that championship no more. But it is what it is. I liked it though. I like it. This thing. I like that they kept that title for the story. You know what I mean? I like that
Yeah,
they kept that title for the story, but this is another key point a lot of people didn't see though, or maybe they did. But bruh, did you notice how Cody Rhodes had to spin back and flaunt on Kevin Owens, bruh?
of course.
Doesn't that scream heel to you, or just something that's like a seed planet or something? Doesn't that scream like seed planet?
I mean, it screams Homelander to me if that's what you asking me.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No.
They've been planting them seeds honestly since the backstage segment with Carmelo Hayes. They've been planting them seeds, bro. It's been subtle though. It's been real subtle. Just real subtle. They ain't putting it all out there yet, but you can kind of see a little bit. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It's interesting.
Definitely, man. I want to talk on the other side of things, man. The Kevin Owens side of things. Man, with his work lately, I've always been a big fan of Kevin Owens, especially when he's a heel. Like he's good on the mic, he's great in the ring, very underrated. Do you think we'll ever see Kevin Owens hold that world championship again?
I still believe, and I don't care what nobody say. I still believe he beat Roman Reigns in that last man standing match. I'ma stand on that. I'ma stand on that business all day, every day. I don't care, bruh. He won that last man standing match. So he technically is champ. I'm just playing. Let me stop. But honestly, bro, I would like to see him as champion,
Definitely.
one more time. Just because like he's been putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing his stuff, man. You gotta give that man his flowers. So it's like, I mean, but if it ain't a world championship, I mean, I guess you gotta give him the mid card, but it's like he could do so much with
Mhm.
that world championship, man. Like he could do so much with that, bro. Like he's already shown that he could carry a company.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of now, can you carry the company under the Triple H umbrella? Which I think he really
I
can.
think he could. After from what he did at NXT, I think he could. He just gotta the problem with his first championship reign, it was unfortunately booked by the man that should not be named. And then then look who he lost it to. He lost it to Goldberg to hype up, the Brock Lesnar feud. So I feel like after that, unfortunately, he was never really taken that serious again. And he
Yeah.
never really, got the title back after that. So I don't know, but I definitely think if you give Kevin Owens the ball, you put the pill in his hands, he dropping
Oh,
a
he
triple
gonna
double.
make it. He gonna make it for
Of
sure.
course, that boy gonna go full Jalen Brunson, Carl Anthony Towns. So yeah,
I see what you did there, bro. We look, man. We ain't gonna speak on that. We ain't even gonna
I
speak
ain't
on that,
even.
bro.
They don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just making a
That's what I'm
reference.
saying. But it's the thing, though. Just say, no, I
I'm
know what
just
you're talking
saying.
about. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
man. But we're gonna move on to the men's Royal Rumble match, man. It was full of a lot of memorable moments, exciting moments, what if moments. This one really had for
Some
better or for
BS
worse.
moments.
Yes,
Some
some
BS
BS
moments.
moments. This for better or for worse had the whole internet talking, man. The men's Royal Rumble. Let's start off with I Show Speed. Um, Filling in for Tozawa, who got attacked from behind by Carmelo Hayes, wasn't able to make it to the match, so his spot got given to I Show Speed on the spot. He got in the ring. He got him an elimination. He eliminated Otis, but then after that, it was all downhill because Braun Breaker speared the brakes off that boy. Otis dumped him on the table. He had a nasty gash on his leg after the show. He was limping, and he said he's never coming back to the WWE. So, is I mean, how you feel about it? What you think? This is the most viral moment and
That was
one of the most
definitely
viral moments in
that
WWE
was
history.
definitely the entertainment aspect of the match, if I don't say so myself. You know what I mean? Because
Definitely.
everything about that segment was funny. It was funny. ISO Speed gets an elimination, gets speared. Pro tip, please, please, y'all. For anybody that wants to get into, professional wrestling is that of nature, just know this stuff, what is done in that ring, is real. Okay. So pro tip, if you ever want to start like wrestling and stuff, tuck your chin. Cause I played that clip back. And dog did not tuck his chin. That's why it looked like he was out. He was out of it, bro. It looked like he got temporarily knocked out for a second. Or bare minimum, best case scenario, he got whiplash. But
Probably.
dog did not, bro. Dog did not leave out of that ring the same way that that he walked out. Ain't no
Man,
way.
my boy said he ain't never coming back. It
He'll
was
be
it
back.
was
He'll be
it was
back.
funny because like not to get into this right now. We got a segment for this later, but I saw a lot of people on the internet was like, man, wrestling's supposed to be fake, man. He did that on purpose to send a message, trying to prove something. So what do you think about that? Do you feel like it's just you've been in that ring, so you feel like this just what happened in the ring, or
I
how you
kind of
feel?
can't. I kind of can't stand when people say that wrestling is like fake, bro. Like you do see that like people like Big E, break their neck on a move that's supposed to be quote unquote simple. You know what I mean? You got people like I can name another example. It was a spot that what's the face took, Victoria during a match on Raw.
Mhm.
Literally hit her head, slammed on the mat, just clean on the mat. That didn't look fake to me. You know what I
Yoshi
mean? So
Tatsu faking a
like
Styles clash.
look, a lot of people have gotten injured in that ring. Randy
Yeah.
Orton. Randy Orton's been injured in the ring. A lot of people's favorite wrestler. You know what I
Seth
mean?
Rollins.
Seth Rollins. It happens to the best. You know what I mean? It's a part of the game, unfortunately. So that's why, I'm pretty sure everybody tries to preach, you know, safety at the end of the day. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Safety at the end of the day. But
Now,
I mean, Speed though, he held his own. He's still breathing. So hey,
yeah.
commend him for actually getting in there. It takes guts to get in there because honestly, he could have said, "Oh no, nah, like I mean, maybe I'll do a spot, doing something else, a backstage segment or something." But he wanted to actually get in there. You know what I mean? So,
I
and what
respect that.
happened out of that is that he got one of the most viewed videos on their channel, on the WWE channel. You know
Of
what I
all
mean?
time.
So if that don't say, he doing this thing, and another thing that's crazy about that is that actually is gonna bring new eyes to the product. You know what I mean? So when I show Speed said he won't be back, I'm gonna tell you something. If that bag is right, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, somebody who should have never came back into the ring at the Royal Rumble, which I know you had a problem with, was our guy, Mr. Seto Miedo Pinta, man. So
Nah, dog, he was out, bro. He was out. So they said his estimated time was like 40 something minutes, huh?
yeah, that's what they said. But
His estimated, bro, his ring time to me about 2-3 minutes. No, not even
mm,
because that spot happened before number three came out. So that was actually under a minute.
I could I can't believe they tried to pass this off to me and try to tell me this
But
man feet ain't touched.
but hey, Penta still he's still that guy at the end of the day. So hey,
Oh
it is
yeah,
what it is.
definitely. We got the Rey Mysterio face off. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
at one point in time, the WWE ring was filled with Mexican wrestlers. Man, I thought that was dope.
And this is
Um,
the thing, bro. We was having a chat like off the pod, you know what I mean? Like when we was watching the show, we was saying, "Oh, so who gonna come out number two, Dom or
yeah,
Penta?" We both thought Dom, but Penta was right there. I'm like, man, I think one of us should have took Penta, bro. So one of us would have been right.
definitely. Man, this Royal Rumble, you had a final four in mind. Your final four was Roman Reigns, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Only one of those guys made it into the final four. How you
Yes,
feel
and
about
it's
that?
oh man, and like. Okay, so we're gonna get to this later about what one of the Final Four did to one of my Final Four. That was honestly the most BS moment of the whole Royal Rumble, if you ask me. You know what I mean? But I mean, the fact that Logan Paul was a Final Four,
Hey,
but hey, respect to him though. Respect to Logan Paul because he is definitely one of the best celebrity wrestlers to step foot in WWE. I I will die on that hill. You know what
oh
I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So he definitely gets that title for sure because he's one of the ones that's actually taking that serious, and we're starting to see the fruits of his labor of him taking it serious. So if that happens to him being Final Four because of it, I mean, hey, kudos to the man. I can't be mad at it. But when I first saw it, oh, I was like, what the hell is this? And then the fact that you eliminated CM Punk, oh, bro, if Logan Paul didn't have heat before, that man got a lot of heat now, bro. When
Man,
that happened, I was like, get the out of here, bro. Like, how the hell does that
it,
happen, bro?
it's almost like the air went out the building a little bit because
I'm
everybody was
saying,
certain that CM Punk was gonna win. Everybody thought they
yeah.
knew,
And I
but still,
look, I thought he was gonna win because there was this little stat going around where the superstar that eliminated Roman Reigns in the past
I
has
saw
gone on
that.
to win the Royal Rumble. So
Yeah,
it was only right, you know what I mean? Everybody was like, okay,
man.
CM Punk win the Royal Rumble, and then they went and pulled the swerve on our ass.
Man, one thing about Triple H that I appreciate, I know we about to get to some of this stuff in a minute, but I appreciate this stuff, man. He will look at what people are saying and take notes and then like trick you. Like he'll lead you to believe like last year, CM Punk was basically Cody Rhodes last year. Everybody knew Cody Rhodes was gonna be in the Rumble and most likely win it. CM Punk had the same layout, but what happened? He did not win. And then everybody thought John Cena was gonna win. He did not win. But before we get to that, something I want to backtrack because something major kind of happened in this match that sparked things after the Royal Rumble totally. It's said to believe that Drew McIntyre left the building in rage, yelling and screaming that somebody had to get they shine in, ruin his spot. And speculation is believed that he's talking about LA Knight, who in the middle of the ring was getting into it with Logan Paul, and that kind of overshadowed Drew McIntyre's elimination, being eliminated by Damian Priest while he was focused on Jay Uso on the other side of the ring. That was happening in the background of everything going on with LA Knight and Logan Paul. And then it's also said that Damian Priest eliminating Drew McIntyre was setting them up for a match at Mania, but he feels like he should be in a bigger storyline. So with all that said, you being the expert in that ring, what's your opinion? You've been in those locker rooms. So what's your opinion on all of that?
Um, this is all I'm gonna say. I think that if there's a report out on it, probably something that Triple H is feeding to these news reporters. Probably something he's feeding to them because
He did say
think
after
about
the
it.
Royal Rumble in the media scrum that he wants people to pay more attention to the dirt sheets. So he
That's what I'm
did say
saying.
that.
This is the thing, though, man. He does. This is the thing. This is what separates VKM from Paul Levesque. Paul Levesque is actually on social media. He
Yeah,
looks at social media. He looks on Twitter. He looks on Instagram. He may even be looking on Facebook. He looks at these things. You know what I mean? So he knows. I'm pretty sure he knows how to bait. He knows how
of
to bait.
course. He's
So
aware.
these whole dirt sheet, this whole like the dirt sheet culture and things of that nature is really about to change, bro. Like we was already seeing like glimpse of it like last year and the year before that, but now it's really about to change. Like, I'm pretty sure now he's looking at plans like, okay, they're saying this. Okay, let's try to spin on them a little bit, make them believe this. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Unless it's something that they're really, really, really going for. Oh, I'm pretty sure now he's starting to change stuff on a dime with and still make it make sense. And the fact that he could do that, oh, he goaded.
So all in all, you saying that this whole Drew McIntyre thing is a work, huh?
Yeah,
I
I can
mean,
see it.
I don't know, like because him and Damian Priest, from a story standpoint, even though everybody online is saying it don't make sense, it kind of does. Like when you think about it, because the downfall of Drew McIntyre last year at WrestleMania, Damian Priest cashed in on him. So he was fighting the
Full
Judgment
circle.
Day. He was teaming with the Judgment Day and Damian Priest. So they do have history there. It's not like, you know, it would be a nothing. But I do think he should be involved with Roman Reigns in somehow in some capacity though, moving forward. Cause
Yeah.
but Triple H surprising people, you know, is definitely the theme of this podcast because wouldn't you know it, Jay Uso became your 2025 men's Royal Rumble winner. And we was we had called each other after this happened. We couldn't believe it, man. Yeet Mania, bro, it's on the way. How surprised were you when this happened? Cause you was
My
you
jaw dropped.
said John Cena was gonna win. That's what you told me. I knew he wasn't
Look,
gonna win
man,
though.
my jaw dropped, bro.
I thought
When I
CM Punk
seen
was gonna
Jay
win.
Uso and John Cena as the final two, one side I wanted John Cena to win. The other side I wanted Jay Uso to win. So when I actually seen that Jay Uso got the win, oh, I was shocked. I was like, wow, they really did it. They really the same way that I felt when Jay Uso won his first singles championship against Braun Breaker. Probably felt 10 times more excitement about him winning the Royal Rumble.
Definitely.
But this is something that honestly, believe it or not, what the IWC likes to say, this is something that this man deserves. You know what I mean? He deserves to have this to have his opportunities that he's having right now. Hell, ever since the pandemic era, dude has been going all in. No pun intended. He's been going all in on this. You know what I mean? He's been getting over with the crowd. He's been selling the merch. He's been doing the appearances. He's been doing this, that, and the third, going all over the place. So I think he deserves it. So honestly, anybody that wants to say, oh, that this was a bad choice, they shouldn't have did this, shouldn't have did that. Well, when I watched Monday Night Raw, we must have been watching two different shows because I seen that crowd, he was fully over. They wanted, bro. I have never seen a crowd ask for an encore. The man's music stopped, bro, and they wanted the music to play back again so they can keep yeeting, bro. Like it, it's something when you got celebrities, people don't, and other people don't even watch wrestling
But they know who Jay
chiming
Uso is.
in. That's what I'm saying, and chiming in on their support, chiming in on their respects, giving the man his flowers, and all this other type of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, sure, John Cena. It would have been good if he won, but I'm not mad that Jey Uso won, and I would die on that hill.
Man, were you surprised at all about all the backlash Jay Uso was facing when he did indeed win the Royal Rumble? Because to get on the internet and seeing everybody saying that this was the worst Royal Rumble ever, that um, and
Dude,
all of this, like, what do
I
you
was
think?
disappointed. I was disappointed because at the same time, this is the same people, believe it or not. These were the exact same people that were saying, "Oh, why isn't Jey Uso getting this chance? Why is he not winning these WWE Universal Championship matches? Why didn't he beat Roman Reigns? Why didn't he beat Gunther at Saturday Night's main event? Why didn't he beat Braun Breaker for the first time? Why didn't he beat Braun Breaker to retain his Intercontinental Championship? Excuse me. Why didn't he beat Gunther for the IC Championship the first time? Like these are the same people that were saying, "Oh, we want main event Jey Uso," but now that y'all
Mm-hmm.
got main event Jey Uso, y'all don't want main event Jey Uso. So honestly, make y'all mind up. Do y'all want main event Jey Uso or do y'all not want main event Jey Uso? And do you want this man to go back into tag team division? Because honestly, if y'all put him back in the tag team division, he's still shining in the tag team division with his brother. Hell, they may become they not even gonna be the Usos no more. They probably be the main event Usos. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, and instead of carrying tag team gold, they're gonna carry tag team gold and mid card or even major titles. So it don't even matter at this point. So honestly, the fact that he's going up the top right, like going all the way up to the top right now, it's inevitable. There's nothing that y'all can say or y'all can do. That man been putting in work. I don't care. Call me a glazer, this and the third. I don't care, bro. This
Nah,
man has been doing what he's been doing for 15 plus years. Hell, he even started out since starting out at Booker T school. The man's been putting in work, bro. All the times that he had to struggle to get to where he's at. So I kind of feel for the man, bro. Perfect example when he cut that promo on Monday Night Raw that we're gonna get into later. Dude was speaking from the heart. That was Joshua Fatu. That was not Jay Uso talking. So if y'all still feel like that he doesn't deserve that he's not deserving of a main event spot after seeing his reaction, after seeing him cut that promo out there, bruh, don't call yourself a real wrestling fan, bro. Don't call yourself a real wrestling fan. I
I
mean,
can't.
yeah, sure. I mean,
I
yeah,
can't.
sure. His moveset is very. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah,
Sure, his
you
moveset
good.
is very limited, things of that nature. Y'all like to say his moveset is limited and stuff. But I mean, hey, that could be worked on. But the fact that he has that that can't be taught in no wrestling school, that can't be taught in no performance center, y'all gotta deal with it, bro. In the
Hey,
words,
man.
in the words of Jack Perry, cry me a river.
We got a question coming in from the chat, man. This one coming in from mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise. Do you guys think Hulk Hogan will make a comeback? He was on the Pat McAfee show recently, saying that he knew he was gonna be booed. He done took some shots at Bret Hart. Do you think Hulk Hogan is gonna make a comeback, or you think it's over for him?
All right, first off, shout out mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, man. But look, I'm about to say, you know what? Me and Ronald Don gonna say the same answer in three, two, one. Hell
Hell
no.
no. Nah, it ain't happening, bro.
Nah, bro.
It's not
Nah,
happening.
dog. Not in this universe, bro. The fact that CM Punk even he pretty much buried CM Punk pretty much buried him in one of his promos that he did on Raw, bro. And and from what I've heard, that was an on the fly promo.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, he'll throw Hulk Hogan's ass over the top rope and then Hulkamania for good. That wasn't
Hey
in the script.
man. To me, if you get this reference or not, Hulk Hogan is the equivalent of that man on the plane with the Burger King crown, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
That's all I'm gonna say. But look
Jesus,
though,
bro.
but look though, Jay Uso won the Royal Rumble, and people are upset about it. Now, like Daniel Bryan said in his promo, wrestling fans are fickle. I saw somebody say on Twitter, I was trying to find it, but I cannot find it. Somebody literally said that all we care about is when he make his entrance. Once that bell ring, it goes downhill from there. Like that tells you right there that people don't really care about this man. I'm telling you. So
I couldn't tell.
I like the decision. I like the fact that we didn't like it was so stacked that we didn't know who was gonna win. And literally the last person we thought was gonna win, the person that literally lost a world championship match, like what, 7 nights ago, was the one that won. Now this could be because WWE bringing back people that wasn't watching, so they don't really know the story of the bloodline. Like I know people, they just now getting back into wrestling, so they don't even know what Jay been through. They just know main event Jey Uso. You feel me? So they don't know the story. But man, that man deserved that. So anybody complaining about that, I just don't get it. Who impressed you the most outside of the main guys in the Royal Rumble? For me, it was Braun Breaker. That spear on Roman Reigns was crazy.
Bro, I was about to say the same thing, bro. Braun Breaker, I don't know what it is. Hey, look, I guess he was thinking about his ex, Cora Jade before the show or something because dog was, bro, the spirit he gave to I Show Speed, bro. That that was one of those like how we used to say it, them Cora Jade inspired spears, bro. That was not no regular spear, bro, that he's been doing for the past couple of weeks. Dog put some
Uh,
stank on that, bro. And Joe Hendry, he surprised me too. Joe
yeah, we
Hendry
ain't
being
mentioned
inside
that.
the Royal Rumble, man, oh man, look that right there only shows, bro. I think they got more plans for him in the future. I'm not gonna necessarily say they got like immediate plans for him right now,
Hmm.
but down the line, he's definitely either gonna be at. Honestly, I might even, you might even see him at Takeover Stand and Deliver. You never know.
Hey, I definitely I'm not ruling it out. JDC, formerly known as Fandango, was on NXT, so um I'm definitely not ruling it out. But man, let's get into these hot takes, man. I know uh you've been waiting to tear into the IWC. You know, we're going to war with them right now. If y'all watching, send in your hot takes. Or something that you feel like need to be said, and we're gonna say it and we're gonna react to it. But the first tweet I got is basically calling out Triple H. They said when Penta came to the WWE, he was on the main roster. When the Motor City Machine Guns came to the WWE, main roster. Jacob, Tongaloa, Tamatunga, main roster. But when it came to Julia, Stephanie Vaquera, and Jordan Grace, they was all sent to NXT. So basically, they trying to say, you know, Triple H is holding down the women. What you think about that? I'm gonna let you go off, man.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna say a lot, what you think I'm gonna say, but honestly, it's really just if we're being honest, all that is just if you look at it from another perspective, he's really just helping out Shawn Michaels even more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? With the women's division, just stacking it up even higher. But I mean, let me see this tweet, man. Triple H has a way of doing things. Chris Wozne, Wozne, whatever his name
yeah,
is.
something like that.
Oh man, buddy, what are you doing? But yeah, man. So honestly, I think NXT, like, did I now see? I was one of them ones that was saying, Jordan Grace should have been on the main roster when she came up, when she got signed, because she already had a stint in NXT. But I mean, I guess it's just a whole thing of, I guess, them giving her more of a test run. I guess they got to continue her test run for right now. But I think she has nothing else to prove, really. I think they honestly, her NXT run that she has right now is probably gonna be short and sweet. She's probably gonna be on the main roster on the Raw after WrestleMania. So that's one of them things that people gotta just let cook, bro. That's the problem now. That's the problem now with people like Chris Wozni or like however you say your name. Y'all don't let stuff cook, bro. Y'all want instant gratification. Y'all want that instant dopamine hit. But that's the problem now. You see, you gotta let stuff cook. You gotta let stuff marinate, bro.
Man. Nah, as far as Jordan Grace though, I just feel like it's one of them things, to where like everything from for WrestleMania is pretty much already planned. So like, where would she even
Right.
fit in? And then like, if she is just thrown randomly on the card, then you kind of kill her momentum. So it's like,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But
but
then again, you
I
have a
mean,
point. But I mean, but I can kind of sway away because this was around the same time Jade Cargill debuted, was at the Royal
yeah.
Rumble, and she was at WrestleMania. But they put her in a tag match though. But so I kind of see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I mean, unless you let her go after, Chelsea Green or something like that. But you know, next tweet.
Yeah, I
See what
want
we
to see
got.
these tweets that these people got, man, because these hot takes, I like. I like looking at these, man. I like to see what people be saying on here, bro.
Local Soundwave said they Finn Balor him, talking about Carmelo Hayes. So, uh, how do you think that's valid?
They Finn Balor him. I mean, dog ain't get injured. So how they Finn Balor?
They basically trying to
Dog's
say
still doing
like
his
he
thing.
got all this. I'm guessing he trying to say he got all this potential, but they not booking him the right way. I think that's what he's saying.
I mean, I can kind of agree, because Carmelo Hayes is definitely one of the ones that I do think can be a little higher, in his career as far as where he's at right now. He could be a little higher, and honestly, I think he will get higher. It's just a matter of them finding the right story for him right now and finding that something that, make it to where he's not just, because I mean, look, like we said last week or the week before, I forgot. Like he's taking losses by credible people, and he's getting offense in. It's not like he's just jobbing match after match after match after match. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's still getting wins. You know what I mean? He still gets wins here and there, but you just gotta just honestly, Carmelo Hayes is one of them cases we gotta just just like hope for the best in them plans, and hopefully they got something in store for him. But I think they do. I think they got something in store for Carmelo Hayes, man. They ain't just gonna leave him high and dry like that. Come on, it's
he just
Carmelo Hayes. He's him.
I mean he hasn't really been in a rivalry since he's been on the main roster. Really, I mean he had the 7-6.
Andrade.
Yeah, but like he didn't. But that's what he didn't go over in that. He
I
had
was
the
about to
rivalry
say,
with LA Knight. He didn't go over in that. So it's like he just need to win like something, you know,
yeah. Can't
to
forget that memorable line that he gave us, man. Put
yeah,
the
man,
fries
put
in
the
the
fries
bag,
in the
bro.
bag,
You're
man.
washed. Put the fries in the bag. You're washed, bro. That right there, I ain't gonna lie. Dog was foot farming when he said that, bro. Dog was foot farming when he said that. Put the fries in the
We
bag, bro.
got
You're
this
washed.
next one, which is my personal favorite that I found.
What's up?
This is LA Knight if he changed his name to LA and Hawaii. Basically, like so there's this debate. I'll give a some background to it. People are saying because the argument is like Jay Uso is so over with the crowd, that's why he deserves this. Well, people were saying last year when LA Knight was so over with the crowd, they didn't give him the briefcase. So they basically saying WWE is showing favoritism to the Anoa'i/Fatu family. So that's what this guy is saying.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's favoritism. Y'all gotta understand, bro. The Bloodline gave us a storyline for 4+ years and counting. And counting. Now the story is, it's like more of like the stories are now separated. You got Roman Reigns doing his thing. You got Jay Uso doing his own thing. You got Jimmy Uso doing his own thing. It's like right now, it's like in its side quest era, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So, but LA Knight, he was over, and I still do think
He should
that
have
he's
won Money
over
in the
this
Bank.
that yes. And I
Should
think
have
he's
won
still
that.
over now.
No
But I
disrespect to
do think,
Damian Priest. Hey, Damian Priest had paid off, but LA Knight should have won
yeah.
it. I ain't gonna lie.
I honestly think if LA Knight would have won that Money in the Bank and he could have possibly cashed in at WrestleMania, that right there alone would have been his WrestleMania moment. You know,
Yeah. But
that was
clearly,
his for the taking.
whoever this is, he's an LA Knight fan. So,
Yeah,
but
LA Knight was champion. Yeah, that name just says it right there, bro. But shout out LA Knight, man. He won them ones. You feel me?
all right, last one. This next one is a lengthy one. No Diddy. Uh, and it's about Charlotte. We ain't talk about Monday Night Raw yet, but basically, um, this person doesn't like Charlotte. Well, let me read it, man, because
Oh
they
no,
have
we,
been
we, we gotta summarize this. We gotta summarize this one. We ain't reading this whole thing now. Let's see.
they basically saying that Charlotte, like, it's WWE's fault that nobody likes Charlotte. They saying that the way she's been booked, she was forced into the three-way between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. She beat Asuka twice at WrestleMania. The first time, defeating Asuka when her streak was still alive. They did the little thing where her and Sasha kept trading the title to up her stats, and then she gets injured. She gets sidelined. She comes back, and she's immediately in the title picture. And like
Yeah.
everything she does is not like it just feels forced. It's nothing that she does that connects with the crowd, is what this person is saying. But I'm gonna leave
He
it
got a
up there.
point. He got a point. But see, yeah, you are right about that though. They was low key stat patting her though at the first couple of title runs because they
High
was just
key.
back and forth. They was low key stat patting with that one. But I mean, look, man. When it comes to Charlotte, like I said, I had texted you like while Raw was going on. You kind of do got to feel for her though, because she is going
Yeah.
through stuff outside the ring. She's going through stuff outside the ring. It was reported that her and Andrade are no longer a thing. You know what I mean? So the fact that she got that on her mind, plus now she has to pretty much force this next heel run. Because I'm pretty sure she wanted to be a babyface coming back. But
Yeah, she tried to be. She was dapping up the fans down the ramp, but the people
yeah,
just booed her.
they just oh man, it's
No
just it
sympathy.
fell flat, man. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for
Man.
Charlotte, man. I do feel for her, but I mean,
Even,
at the end of the day,
I mean,
bro, so
when
it
she
is.
went to NXT, she got a little bit more love, but it was still some people in there not really feeling it. Like, I don't know. Like,
We'll have to
I'm,
see how SmackDown reacts. We'll have to see how
yeah,
SmackDown reacts. I think SmackDown gonna react though because they want that Tiffany Stratton Charlotte match. So I don't care what nobody say. The IWC, look, man. Y'all can deny it all y'all want. Y'all want that Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton match, don't y'all? Yeah, y'all do. Don't cap. Or how Ron the Don said, don't be flagging. And why y'all flagging?
man. But let's jump into it, man. Charlotte came out. She didn't start off the show, but since we was already talking about it, she came out, trying to tell the crowd all she's been through just to get back, and she missed the fans, but the fans didn't miss her. They booed her. So Rhea Ripley came out, told Charlotte she should challenge her. Charlotte calls her a kid. You mentioned Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte went to go see NXT champion Julia and her contenders, who could possibly be NXT champion by the time Charlotte makes her decision. So, who do you think Charlotte should choose? For WrestleMania. Do you want to see a Rhea Ripley rematch? Last time it was a banger, but this would be the third WrestleMania match, like Rock and Austin.
Mm. I mean, I wouldn't look. All three scenarios are great. All three scenarios are great. Hell, even the NXT scenario would be great because what that does is that would actually kind of rewrite what Charlotte was trying to do, and that's win the NXT Championship in front of a live audience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give that NXT superstar that WrestleMania platform because I'm pretty sure that's what they were trying to do with Rhea Ripley. They were trying to give an NXT superstar a WrestleMania match.
Yeah,
So I mean, if she does that and gives another NXT, if she gives another NXT superstar an opportunity like that, I think the IWC and the fans in attendance will probably back off her a little bit more, but not as much as that SmackDown match that she could possibly have with Tiffany Stratton. That right there, I'm pretty sure the fans they gonna eat that up, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I still think it is gonna be Tiffany. But when I saw Trish Stratus come back at the Royal Rumble, I know they wanted to do something there. But I kind of think that that's probably gonna be the match for Elimination Chamber because it's gonna be in Toronto and Trish hometown.
Right,
So
right, right,
so
right.
I could. So yeah, I think it's gonna be. Me personally, I think Rhea and Charlotte would be a banger. But we've seen it. And I would be more interested in Rhea and Io or Rhea and Bianca. So I'm still holding out for that Rhea and Bianca match at WrestleMania. I definitely want to get
A
that
heel
one.
Bianca?
No, I mean it could lead to that. Bianca been planting them seeds with Naomi. She been planting them seeds of
Yeah.
a heel turn. Um, but from the Royal Rumble, women's Royal Rumble winner to the men's, we kind of talked about it earlier, but do you think when Jay Uso came out, did his encore of his entrance and all of that, he cut his heartfelt promo. He was then interrupted by the Ring General Gunther, your world champion, basically saying that he's disappointed and beating Jay Uso does nothing for his legacy. Now, this is what I love because they're literally taking the comments online and then making it into a promo. So you gotta appreciate that for sure. Um, but man, all in all, how do you feel about who do you think Jay should choose? Should he go to Gunther way? Should he go hit a Oba Femi in NXT? Should he do Cody Rhodes? Like
Now,
I already told you what I think should happen when he first won it. What I think would be pretty cool.
now
But
I know one thing. Now I know one champion he's not going after, bruh. Cause I know dog did not wait no 15 years to go get an NXT championship. So that's out. That's out. Now, the WWE championship. Cody Rhodes. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I don't see it being a possibility. Now,
I know how to
Gunther,
make it a possibility. But that's me. Uh,
I mean, if you want to spill the beans, bruh, go crazy.
Look, man, I already know people gonna be like, nah, we don't want that. But just imagine Jay is gonna pick Gunther, and then he gets interrupted by the final boss, telling him that he gotta beat Cody for the family, and then they gonna be like, Jay can't do this, so he gonna try to trick Jay up out his spot to beat Cody at WrestleMania. But nah, he gonna go for Gunther. I already know he
What to
should.
say, bro? Because
They've been building up that
The Rock
story,
is
man.
not. I don't think The Rock gonna be he's not gonna be at WrestleMania, bro.
He not, bro. Um, but yeah, I think he should choose Gunther.
Yeah,
Also,
there's a story behind that. You know what I mean? So
definitely. It seems like Karrion Cross is choosing Sami Zayn because he keeps targeting him, and we've seen over the past couple of months, everybody that Karrion Cross comes into contact with has been turning heel. Drew McIntyre, The Miz, um, others, AJ Styles. Uh, all these people have been turning the corner after running into Karrion Cross. So you say you had a theory about Sami Zayn. Did you want to enlighten us, or you want to keep that one close to the vest?
I keep it close to the vest so I can get two and two together, so I can put the pieces more together. You know what I mean? Because right now it's all over the place, but I got to get the pieces together.
I don't know, like if you remember Sean O'Hare, from the Ruthless Aggression era. He wasn't
Hmm.
around like super long, but this was kind of like his gimmick, where he was like the devil's advocate gimmick, and it seems like what Karrion Cross. How do you think like what do you think about that and what he's doing?
If I mean, if they are in a way paying tribute to Sean O'Hare, then shout out, to the Dirty W for that, because that dude, you know what I mean, he definitely was underrated. Like you said, Sean O'Hare was one of your favorite wrestlers to play on Here Comes the Pain. You feel
Definitely.
me? So, hey, he won them ones for sure.
Um, the New Day got a rebrand, new theme song. Kofi ain't got no mustache. Uh,
Throw the beard away, Kofi. Clean shave, my boy. Clean shave, start all over, dog. What is this? What is this? Like, why
hey,
are you cutting off the stash, bro? It's not like what is that? What are you trying to do?
no,
What is that, bro? And then that theme song, bro, it's alright.
it's
I
alright. Hey,
I'm not just gonna look. I'm not just
it's
gonna come
better.
on here and dog on him.
Hey, it's better than the new Judgment Day theme song, in my opinion.
Man, oh man, I'm still shocked they
Hey,
haven't they changed that song, man.
I'm sorry, man. Defund Death Rebel, bro. That's all I'm saying. Uh,
I'm hoping that we get some
but
good news about them in a couple of months.
I know I was gonna say Big E was not in the Royal Rumble, but who knows? Liv Morgan qualified for the Elimination Chamber. She tricked Rhea Ripley into hitting her during her match with Io, so she got in via disqualification. Rhea Ripley and Io faced off after that, so that could be seeds planted there. Chad Gable left to study the dark arts of lucha libre, leaving the American Made Ivy Now to go after the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and the Creed brothers to go after the tag team titles. Now, it's been speculation online that Chad Gable is actually heading to AAA um, to master his skills down there. Shout out Conan, man. Um, how you? What you think about that?
Random, random, but I like it. I like it though, because it actually makes sense, with the story that they're telling with
Penta.
Chad Gable
Yeah.
and Penta. Because I mean, if you think about it, Chad Gable was unprepared for Penta. So now he wants to go get the art. He wants to master the art.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you go to master the art? You go where it's at. So that's AAA. So hey,
Nah, they definitely gonna put on some bangers down there. Um, AJ Styles is heading to Raw. There's also speculation that the returning Alexa Bliss is heading to SmackDown. I don't know if Nikki Bella was a one-off, but I don't know where she's going. It's interesting that Alexa Bliss is going to SmackDown because the Wyatt Six are there. I know you said in the past you don't think they are teaming up, but hey, in the main event, CM Punk proved that Sami Zayn is indeed not on his level. Even after a pep talk from Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn still lost versus CM Punk. CM Punk qualified for the Elimination Chamber. He will join John Cena in that match. And then after the match, Sami Zayn was attacked by his good old friend Kevin Owens and package pile driver in the middle of that ring. And man, I love Kevin Owens, man. That's all I
it's
can really say.
justified, bro. You watched your friend get his ass beat. That bro, he had that package power driver coming, bro. Look, I'm sorry, Sami Zayn, bro. You want to look. You are in one of my top five, well, in my top 10 this week. But bro, you had that power driver coming, bro. You sat
No,
there
he
and
did.
watched your best friend get his ass whooped. And I'm not talking just you know what I mean, just go ahead and just lose the match. Dude was bloody, leaking, got thrown through a ladder, got his ass beat. And
He
you
let
just
Cody
let that
stand over
happen.
him.
Another thing too, he spun the block and stood over both of y'all boys. If we being honest, he stood over both of y'all,
Man.
made y'all look like some come ups. So hey, you had that coming, Sammy. I'm sorry, bro.
Shout out Kevin Owens for trolling wearing the Sami Zayn Forever shirt. Man,
Bro, he's killing it with them shirts, bro. Like it's the subtle details about his gimmick, bro, that I mess with so much, bro. Like I don't care
son,
what
son of
nobody
a
say about that.
Canadian son of a Canadian security camera technician or something like that, you say? Man,
Yeah,
I love it, man. Kevin Owens, I ain't gonna say generational run, but he on one hell of a run right now. I need my man to get some gold at the end of that. Speaking of gold,
if he does get gold, it will be generational.
no, for sure. Speaking of gold though, Undertaker on his podcast said that he doesn't like the idea of John Cena winning his 17th WWE World Title. He said, "I hope not. I know that sounds bad. Uh, John has already showed that he would rather be in Hollywood instead of here. He needs to put other people over at this point." So, is the dead man speaking facts? Now, look, I know you a John Cena stan, so you know what you think?
I mean, look, shout out Undertaker, shout out John Cena. They both, in my top
Goats.
10 all time of all time.
I said
But
Undertaker might be the greatest of all time if you ask me.
yeah,
Hey,
he's been through many generations of wrestling.
as they would say,
But
if anybody got a problem with that, argue with your mama.
but hey, what I will say, man, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. And in this instance, I'm sorry, Undertaker, but you're dead ass wrong, bro. Dog, he's winning that 17th championship, bro. I mean, look, he's already tied up with Ric Flair and he's still active. You might as well just pull the trigger, bro. You might as well do it. Hell, it could even be honestly, it could be his last match that he gets the championship. If I'm being real, it could be his last match. It don't even have to be like at WrestleMania. It could be his absolutely last scheduled date match. It could be his
So
last
this
match for the championship.
so this
And he
man
just
win the
vacates at that
title
point.
and then vacate it, bruh. Ain't no way.
Hey,
I mean, for him, I allow it, but I'm just saying that would be crazy, man.
I'm just
Um,
saying if they wanted to wait that long, then hey, I wouldn't be mad at it because it's John Cena, bro.
for anybody that really thought John Cena was going to WrestleMania to challenge for the world title. I've been telling y'all this. If you've been tapped into the pod, it's not happening. He's gonna win it at SummerSlam. Mark my words. He might even get the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in, but because he did have a failed cash and he got to redeem that.
I ain't gonna
Um,
lie. If he does do the cash in, though, he gotta do it. He gotta do it in the running way. He gotta be like, you know what, man? Hey, forget
this
this.
my
I'm
last
he ain't
shot.
cashing it in. Yup. Hey, I'm
Yep.
cashing it in. I want that. I want that 17.
Nah, I definitely think they drawing it out because think about it. What's gonna keep us invested? If John Cena win the title right now, or if it looks like he running out of hope and then he eventually wins it through half the year and now he's going on a
Right.
run and then who beats John Cena? Y'all just gotta be logical, man.
Let it
But
cook, man. Just let it cook.
yeah,
IWC, bro. Y'all just some instant gratification. Oh, I can't even get it out, bro. Y'all some dopamine. Look, y'all some dopamine fiends,
fickle.
bro. Period. What he said. Y'all some
But
dopamine fiends, bro.
nah, Undertaker is wrong. We definitely gotta see John Cena hit him up for that 17th time, and I definitely need Randy Orton to take it off of him
I
for
ain't
the
gonna
sixth
lie.
time.
I ain't gonna lie.
But
Hey, to stay on topic though, look, what's gonna be funny though?
you know what?
If no, I'm not even gonna say if. When John Cena wins his 17th world title, watch Undertaker throw out a tweet or an Instagram post about it and be like, "Oh man, congratulations!"
I know he
Come
probably
on, man.
they probably gonna hold a ceremony for him, and he probably gonna be there. But hey, I ain't mad at it, man. Before we head on out of here, this is the first podcast of the month, so we got to get into our monthly power rankings, starting with number 10. This guy has impressed Mr. Alexander. He goes by him, and so does this guy, number 10, Carmelo Hayes. Why did you select Carmelo Hayes for your power rankings? Number 10.
Hey man, hey, look, honestly, he's been he's been turning lemons to lemonade, So he's been, what I mean, dealing the cards that he's dealt. So what I mean, you gotta give the dude his flowers for, what I mean, at least trying to get something out of nothing. What I mean? So
Definitely. Now, this next guy rhymes with him, but he actually goes by the name of Big Jim, number 9, Jimmy Uso. What was your thoughts about Jimmy Uso clocking in at number 9?
I mean, hey, he's been on a hell of a run right now. You know what I mean? He's been getting that no, with the
He,
crowd. Hey,
of
he
course,
he get look, he getting some traction. It may not look like it right now, but he getting somewhere with it. It ain't all the way at the finish line, but we taking baby steps there. You know what I mean? So
definitely, man. Keeping it within the family, we got to shout out our girl Nia Jax coming in at number 8. She's been going on a good run. And she been doing her thing. She been holding it down for the women's division. Quiet as kept. Then Mrs. Consistency, all the way dating back since she came back. So she had a good match with Rhea Ripley at Saturday Night Main Event. Had a good showing in the Rumble, man. So I can't wait to see what's next for her. Coming in at number 7, I know this is your guy, Sami Zayn, clocking in at number 7 for the monthly rankings. How you feel about that one?
look, man, aside with you just standing there and watching Kevin Owens, you know what I mean? Get that beat down. Hey, you've been putting in that work. You've been making lemons, like I said about Carmelo. You've been taking your lemons and turning it into lemonade. So you just been doing your thing. So hey, gotta go at number 7 for sure.
Number 6, the guy that many thought was going to win the Royal Rumble, but he did not, CM Punk. He's been having a great run, especially on the microphone. Had a banger match with Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. Uh, and for me, he takes this number 6 spot. Would have been higher if he would have won, but he came up short. Next on the list is a guy that's putting everybody on notice. Yada I mean, Jacob Fa 2 coming
Two.
in the top 5, man. Um, how you feel about that one?
Woo. I mean, look, dude don't even need a championship right now. and they pushing this man to the moon, bro. Pushing him all the way up there. Hell, he's in WWE 2K25 as a playable character on release date. When he came in around like I would say honestly DLC cuts. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the fact that they're saying, you know what, we gotta put him on the game and putting him on the cover. Oh yeah, you bro, you already know they think highly of Jacob Fatu, and for good reason. I mean, hey, if you don't know who Jacob Fatu is, look him up in like reality of wrestling, MLW. Look him up to see what
MLW
he's
for
been doing,
sure.
bro. I'm telling you, bro, you are in for a surprise, bro. And he was way crazier on the mic. So
I still can't get over that one bar he had on a couple of SmackDowns ago when he was talking about you can't scale me. I come raw and uncut. Hey,
nah,
look,
nah, bro. Nah, it was another one
uh,
that he did with Damian Priest. He was like, "Oh,
oh
you can
yeah,
get your hair braided, but don't get it
was he
twisted,
twisted?
bro."
Yeah, man,
Dude,
straight bar dropper, man.
telling
The
you,
bar
bro.
guy, Jacob Fatu, man. Number 4. I know this is where it's gonna get controversial. He won at the Royal Rumble. Still your WWE undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes. Um, he's at number 4. He's been having a solid run. Number 3 is where it gets kind of controversial because above him, I got his opponent who lost, Kevin Owens. Man, for me, I don't know about you, but this guy just make me feel something. No
Hey,
Diddy.
like you said, bro, Dog has been the MVP of this whole feud. He's been the
Trying to
MVP.
tell you.
Honestly, he's been the MVP of SmackDown, bro.
Yeah.
If we think about it, like, dude, like, bro, every time, Kevin Owens is advertised for SmackDown, you gonna watch. You gonna watch.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about SmackDown, but him and CM Punk had one hell of a promo battle on SmackDown too. That was probably the only good thing that came out of SmackDown. Hey,
That's what we
um, number 2, it's Tiffy time, man. Clocking in at number 2, Tiffany Stratton, your WWE Women's Champion. Having successful title defenses. Maybe up next with Charlotte Flair, but she's here. She's the now. I expect her to stay, as she say, on the Tiffy top. And number 1, you know, this is no question, man. But
unanimous
I'm gonna let you do the honors with this one.
at number one. This was a unanimous choice amongst me and Ron Don. At number one, we have Mr. Yeetman himself, the winner of the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match, Jay. Main event, Jay Uso.
Hey, man, definitely deserving. Um, man, it's his year. It's his time. We definitely about to get Eddie Guerrero and the man that shall not be named moment at WrestleMania with him and Jimmy both holding up single titles. I'm speaking it. I'm manifesting it. It's gonna happen.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. But this has been a great live, man. I appreciate everybody who commented. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tap in with us. Hey, we love to hear feedback. We love to hear questions. So keep commenting. If you got any hot takes, comment those. You will be featured on the podcast, man. We love to answer hot takes. We love to answer
You will be
controversial stuff.
featured, and if it's some BS, you will get fried.
So yeah, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we head on out of here, though?
Man, look, just add me on all social medias, Alexander underscore. That's on Instagram, uh, Twitter, or X, I'm sorry. And you know what I mean, TikTok. But hey, we there with it. So hey, that's all I got for y'all boys, man. I hope everybody that was watching enjoyed, the live broadcast that we put on for y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, man. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, we out.